Thank you, Stephen. That was really enlightening for me. You mentioned about, there are two things that you mentioned that really struck me there. One is about religious community. And this has been stressed recently in one of the meetings with the Deputy Prime Minister, that he wants to have the religious community, Muslim temples, mosques, Christianity, to be involved in policy making. In other words, we cannot resolve our social issue without encompassing or engulfing all of you to be part of our, to give inputs to our policy making. That's the word that he used, inputs to our policy making. Basically, he says that there is all this while the religious community, they have been left out for some reason. You have civil community, yes, but not the religious community to be part or to be our partner in policy making. This has been highlighted, and of course in future we will definitely pull you in together, all the religious community. And the other thing is about moderates. You mentioned about extremists, the pork issue. Yeah, I'm very interested in this too. One is that when you look at this, you are looking at these people being extremists, those who penalize the child. Now, we are trying to build up this moderate community. This is where, for example, it has been mentioned by our Prime Minister recently in the UN that we need to create this moderate community. So in order for us to think in a manner that's much more balanced, rather than going to one side, imbalance or extremism. This is where, again, I think that community plays a part in this, plus of course the government and also the civil servants too. It has been raised about the racial issue and whatnot. So we are very open about it now, you see. So in this regard, I think that the government is much more, I'm speaking on behalf of the government now, is much more open towards looking at sensitive issues. It's no more sensitive. Let's bring out this moderation. To be moderates in us, to build up the moderates in us, and then we can counter all these kind of issues with regard to religion. And yeah, when you talk about this is where I'm not saying that all policymakers are correct. Okay, I'm a policymaker, but I'm not saying that I'm correct in all my policy making. I need inputs from people outside, and also from not only from the NGOs like you, the teachers, okay, the community at large, to give inputs to us to ensure that our policies will be sustained and not one-sided, basically top-down. We are looking at bottom-up approach policy making, and in this regard, I'm looking at, for example, the civil community and the NGOs. They can play a big role in pressuring us, you know, via the media, publicity, blogs. We are open to that. For example, I'm working with our friend here next door to me and how to utilize blog full, you know, to utilize blog for my ministry. Now, how am I going to reach out to those people outside via blogs, via the social network? Okay? So he's helping me out today. We are talking about it today in my office. Okay? So these are the areas that, you know, I want to reach out to all of you, me being a civil servant, to come up with all, I can have all the policies in the world, beautiful policies, but that does not mean that it will be practical without feedback from the people or the grassroots level.
Thank you very much for that, Dato Noorul. So I think that once again it goes back to an additional heart, with several hearts to this issue, but one of the additional hearts is that, you know, the government can create the infrastructure, but it's up to the people to participate. So thank you very much for that, Dato Noorul.